Welcome back to Silk Warrant. Today in this story is about the moment my business partner tried to outsmart me and lost.
He slid the partition agreement across the table like he was doing me a favor. Derek Whitfield, my business partner of 6 years. The man who used to bring 2 coffees to our Monday walkthroughs and leave the better one on my side of the desk. The paper smelled like the toner from his home printer, still warm. He'd printed it that morning, which meant he'd been planning this conversation for much longer than this morning. I looked at the highlighted section, his proposed split, the 2 parcels, the values his appraiser had assigned, and I felt something I can only describe as a very specific kind of calm. The kind that comes when the thing you've been quietly preparing for finally walks through the door. There was a folded map in my tote bag. I'd carried it to that meeting on purpose. I did not take it out. Derek and I had built Whitmore Property Holdings together over 6 years. I brought the capital analysis. He brought the deal sourcing. On paper, we were 50-50. In practice, Derek had always operated like the senior partner, the one whose name anchored the company, whose handshake closed the room, whose opinion ended arguments. I let him. Not out of deference, out of strategy. When you are a woman walking into rooms full of men who have already decided what you are, the fastest way to be underestimated is to let them keep thinking they're right. We owned 2 commercial parcels, both outside the city, both purchased at the same time 3 years ago. Parcel A sat on the main corridor, visible, busy, everything investors love. Parcel B was quieter, set back, bordered by a creek next to undeveloped conservation land. By every normal measure, Parcel A was worth more. Derek wanted Parcel A. I had known that for 11 months. I had also known something else for 11 months, something buried in a county zoning amendment that almost no one noticed. I found it because I read old county records for fun. Derek knew that. He thought it was just a quirk. He was wrong. We met at the same coffee shop we always used. He had his laptop open, a full presentation ready, 7 slides, appraisals printed. A fairness analysis he'd written himself. He talked for 22 minutes, about growth, about traffic, about the planned highway interchange that would boost value. I let him finish. Then I asked, who gets to choose first? He blinked. He hadn't planned for that question. I figured, he said slowly, since Parcel A is worth more, I'd take that one and balance it with a cash payment. How much? $250,000. I nodded, took a sip of my coffee. Okay, I said, you take Parcel A. The silence shifted. He had prepared for a fight, not agreement. I think this is the right move, he said. It is, I replied, I meant it. Just not in the way he thought. Because what Derek didn't know, what almost no one knew, was this. Any commercial land within 400 feet of that new interchange would be frozen. No development. No permits, no meaningful sale, for 3 years. Parcel A was 310 feet away. I had measured it myself, twice. That high-value land, it was about to become dead weight. The value wouldn't rise. It would collapse. Meanwhile, Parcel B, the quiet one, sat far outside the restriction zone, right next to land the county was quietly preparing to release for private development. I had known all of it, for 11 months. 4 months later, everything unfolded exactly the way the map said it would. Derek tried to refinance. The new appraisal came back, not $2.1 million. Closer to $900,000. The project fell apart. The tenant backed out. The lender pulled back. He called me. Did you know? He asked. I knew what I knew, I said. You let me take it. You wanted it. Silence. That's not fair, he said. I thought about his presentation, his confidence, his certainty. You were right about the traffic, I said. You were wrong about everything else. He hung up. Weeks later, an investor reached out. They wanted land near the conservation boundary. My land, we met. 1 document, 1 offer. $800,000 above the original valuation. We closed within the quarter. Derek found out. He sent 2 words. Well played. I didn't reply. I didn't need to. The map is framed now. Coffee stain and all. It hangs in my office. People ask what it is. I tell them it's a map, not of land. of the difference between what something looks like and what it actually is. Because sometimes, the smartest move isn't to fight, it's to wait and let the other person choose exactly what was always meant for them.